I didn't see what he was yelling at. I didn't see the ambulance coming, but I remembered him yelling. That was the last thing I heard from him.
Imagine waking up after a life-threatening accident, only to find yourself face to face with Jesus, receiving a message that changes everything. This is the incredible true story of Landon Whitley, a young boy who defied death not once, but twice, and returned with a powerful mission to share the reality of heaven and the love of Christ. What did he see on the other side? Who did he meet? And how did this experience transform his life forever? Let's dive into Landon's astonishing journey beyond the veil of death. Before we begin, if you love stories of faith, hope, and miracles, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our inspiring content. Now let's get into it. It was a typical Sunday afternoon on October 19th, 1997. The Whitley family had just left church, driving home in their Pontiac Sunfire. 8-year-old Landon was sitting quietly in the back seat, while his parents, Julie and Andy, drove ahead. Nothing about the day suggested what was about to unfold. As they approached an intersection, everything suddenly shifted in a heartbeat. Julie recalls hearing her husband shouting urgently, but the words were lost in the chaos. An ambulance barreled through the intersection, colliding violently with their car. The crash was devastating. In the blink of an eye, the lives of this family were shattered. Andy, Landon's father, suffered fatal injuries and passed away at the scene. Julie was gravely wounded, left to face the unbearable pain of losing her husband. And Landon, caught in the wreckage, was nowhere to be found right away. It took rescuers several tense moments to locate Landon trapped beneath the debris. When they finally reached him, he wasn't breathing. Emergency teams worked frantically to bring him back, but his condition was dire. He was rushed by helicopter to the nearest hospital, his fight for survival only just beginning. Tragically, Landon died twice that day. First, at the accident site, and again while being transported to the hospital. Doctors prepared Julie for the worst. They warned her that if Landon survived, he would face severe brain damage and likely never be the same child again. The medical prognosis was grim. Julie was told that her son might remain in a near-comatose state, unable to walk, talk, or even eat on his own. But a mother's love knows no limits. Julie refused to give up hope and committed herself to standing by Landon no matter what. While Landon lay unconscious, something extraordinary happened. During those moments between life and death, his spirit seemed to cross over into another realm. He later described experiences that left his family amazed and changed forever. Landon spoke of seeing golden streets shining brightly, of angels surrounding him, and most importantly, of meeting Jesus himself. He also said he saw his father, alive and well, and 2 relatives he had never known before. These were not mere dreams. They felt real and left an unforgettable impression on the young boy's heart. Each time Landon's spirit left his body, his experiences in heaven deepened. The vision was clear. There is life beyond this world, and it is filled with love, light, and peace. These encounters planted a seed of faith and wonder that would grow stronger with time. Against all odds, 2 weeks after the accident, Landon began to wake up. His mother credits relentless prayer and unwavering faith for this miracle. Remarkably, doctors found that Landon had suffered no brain damage, a medical impossibility given the severity of the crash. Yet, the victory was bittersweet. Landon's body was covered in scars, his head wrapped in bandages, and his face changed forever. Most heartbreaking of all was the news Julie had to share. Landon's father was gone. It was a difficult conversation, but Landon met it with a surprising calm. When Julie asked if Landon knew where his dad was, his answer stunned her. "Yes, I saw him in heaven." Landon's visions didn't stop with his father. He also described meeting family members and friends who had passed away, even siblings no one had told him about. Years earlier, Julie had suffered 2 miscarriages. She never shared this with Landon, but he said, "Mum, I saw your other 2 kids in heaven." In that moment, Julie realized Landon's experience was far beyond what science could explain. Heaven, he said, was a place where you just know who everyone is. No introductions were needed. The love and connection transcended anything earthly. The most profound moment came on Landon's 3rd encounter with Jesus. Jesus told him something life-changing. He must return to earth to live as a faithful Christian and share the message of heaven with others. Landon took this mission seriously. He began speaking publicly about what he saw, describing the reality of Jesus, angels, and the afterlife. His story brought hope to many struggling with grief or fear of death. Landon's message was simple but powerful. Jesus is real, heaven is real. Life does get better in the end. Julie, once filled with anger and confusion, found new strength through these experiences. She admitted to wrestling with God during the darkest days, questioning why the tragedy happened. But her faith was renewed as she realized that God's angels had been with them all along, guiding and protecting even in unseen ways. Rather than being trapped in grief, Julie chose to embrace the story as a testimony of God's plan and love. She and Landon now dedicate their lives to sharing this message, inspiring others to hold fast to faith, no matter what storms come. Though Landon survived miraculously, he still carries the physical scars of the accident. He has 23 metal plates in his skull, a nose rebuilt from bone, and lost vision in one eye. Despite these challenges, Landon lives a full life, embodying resilience and the power of faith. His story reminds us that even in the darkest moments, God's light can shine through. It calls all believers to stand firm, to love fiercely, and to trust in the promises of Scripture. Landon's experience echoes the hope found in the Bible. In John 11:25-26, Jesus said, "I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die, and whoever lives by believing in me will never die." Landon's journey beyond death is a living testament to this promise. Similarly, Psalm 34:18 reminds us, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Even when tragedy strikes, God's presence comforts and sustains us. Landon's story is more than just a miracle. It's a message to Christians everywhere. If your faith is genuine, now is the time to live a holy life, to pray earnestly for those who are lost, and to boldly share the hope you have in Jesus. Remember that our time here is temporary, but the promise of heaven is eternal. Let Landon's experience inspire you to seek God daily and to trust Him through every trial. Thank you for watching this incredible story of faith and survival. If you found this video inspiring, please subscribe and join us for more stories that uplift the spirit and strengthen belief. We'll see you in the next video. God bless.